Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So, you had this situation in Chicago involving the police that is completely outrageous. You had this sister who had just got home from work. She took off her clothes. Apparently, she was going to take a shower right after work. While she's undressed and, completely nude in her living room, the police ram in her door. They come into her house. They handcuff this sister. This sister is completely embarrassed and humiliated. And they keep this woman completely naked for an extended period of time. From what I understand, it was like for at least 15 minutes or so until this female officer arrives on the scene and gives the sister an opportunity to put on her clothes. Apparently, these police went to the wrong house. They were supposed to be going to a house where there was some suspect, some felon that was engaged in some illegal activity. But instead, they raid this innocent woman's house and humiliate this woman like this. And this is just, it shows incompetence. It shows a complete disrespect of this woman. And this happened a while ago. I think it was last February or so. And I'm going to read some excerpts from this story to provide some additional details and then just provide some additional commentary on this. So the sister said she had just gotten home from work and she was undressing in her bedroom. And, then she says that she sees them running up to the apartment complex with a battering ram. And, it goes on to say these officers ran into her apartment after ramming down the door with guns raised and all that kind of stuff. She said, it happened so fast, I didn't have time to put on clothes. I was just standing there, terrified, humiliated, not even understanding why this is happening to me. This is a frightening situation. I mean, here you are, an innocent, law-abiding person, minding your own business. You just got off from work, and you're trying to get comfortable, and these police raid your home and terrify you. I mean, this is what happens. I mean, unfortunately, this is what happens. This is incompetence. This is negligence, and hopefully, some kind of action is taken against these officers for raiding this place. It says that Young told the cops they were in the wrong house at least 43 times. It says they left that woman standing naked for almost 15 minutes until a female officer finally arrived. She said this, there were big guns with lights and scopes on them. They were yelling at me, put your hands up. And this sister could have been killed, man. One type of move that she could have made, could have made them nervous, and they may have tried to shoot and kill this woman. This could have been another type of Breonna Taylor situation, even though there's some differences here in terms of the circumstances of the search warrant and all that kind of stuff. This sister could have been another Breonna Taylor, but for the grace of God. And we got to remember, this is the same police department that shot and killed the brother McDonald, Laquan McDonald, and covered it up for the longest time. So, this is just crazy that this would happen. I mean, that could be your house, that could be my house. And then, it talks about how the police tried to prevent this from, the video camera footage from being released and all that kind of stuff. Um, and this goes on to say that as the woman told them, in her name, let me get her name for you. Um, just bear with me. Ann Jeanette Young is her name. So as she had told the police, again, I said that she told them like 43 times that you're in the wrong house. They were, in fact, in the wrong house. And it says that the police had relied solely on an anonymous tip about a male felon living at Young's address. But that informant was mistaken. The suspect actually lived in the unit next door and had no connection whatsoever to Young. And it goes on to talk about how, according to CBS2, the police failed to do a basic check to make sure that they had the correct address before the raid. And it goes on to say this: the outlet also notes that the police could have easily located the suspect because he was wearing an electronic monitoring device at the time. And then it talks about how there was some conversation on the video footage that raises questions about how even the search warrant was even uh, obtained. Yeah, so this situation is outrageous, and I just wanted to bring it to your attention. And I'm sure by now many of you have heard about this story, but this is another example of police abuse, of police misconduct, police negligence, and something needs to be done. I hope that she brings a lawsuit against the police department if she has not already done so, because this is absolutely outrageous and despicable. That they would have this woman locked up the same way they used to lock up slaves and have black people with no clothes on in slave markets and stuff like that. It just when I saw that sister locked, shackled with no clothes on, that's the first thing that I thought about: slavery. And that's how they continue to treat black people, like modern day slaves. And they wonder why people are talking about defunding the police and abolishing the police. But anyway, tell me what you think. Please rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I post new content on here. Peace and blessings. Have a great day.